Is it time to buy or sell Intel stock? In this video, we will explore Intel in depth. Our initial report was published on our website on Monday, the 14th of April, 2025, and we are here to provide you with an even more comprehensive analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay informed about our latest analyses. You won't want to miss any critical updates that could affect your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool, powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the capabilities of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one of 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. Since the 3rd of April, 2025, our system has ranked Intel as a sell candidate, assigning it a score of -3.4. Now, let's examine the stock's performance during this time frame. The stock has experienced a loss of -9.45%. This equates to an average loss of -1.18% per day since it was designated as a sell candidate. The stock is currently positioned within a broad and weak upward trend in the short term, indicating a further rise within this trend. Analyzing the current 3-month trend suggests a potential change of approximately 4.81% over the next 3 months, with a possible return ranging from -6% to +45.63%. In a longer-term perspective, our 12-month analysis projects a change of -32.66%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could vary from -61.93% to -15.57% over the coming year. This translates to a future price range between $7.73 and $17.15. Our latest daily update for Intel includes the headline, "Green Day on Monday for Intel stock after gaining nearly 3%. The Intel stock price increased by nearly 3% on the last trading day, which was Monday, the 14th of April, 2025, rising from $19.74 to $20.31. During this trading day, the stock fluctuated by approximately 5%, with a low of $19.98 and a high of $21.11. The price has decreased in 7 of the last 10 days and is down by over 10% for this period. Volume fell on the last day by 27 million shares, with a total of 101 million shares traded, amounting to roughly $2.05 billion. It's important to note that decreasing volume alongside rising prices can indicate divergence and may serve as an early warning of potential changes in the coming days. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price reached $37.16, while the lowest was $17.67. Currently, the price is approximately 45%, or $16.85, below the 52-week high, and about 71%, or $48.98, below the all-time high on January 24, 2020, when the price peaked at $69.29. Intel Corporation is making significant moves under its new CEO Lip-Bu Tan as the company aims for a turnaround. One of the standout actions is Intel's decision to sell a 51% stake in its Altera programmable chip unit to private equity firm Silver Lake for a substantial $8.75 billion. This divestment not only allows Intel to monetize non-essential assets, but also keeps a 49% stake in Altera, potentially positioning the company to benefit from future growth in the FPGA market. The market has responded positively, with Intel shares surging over 3% following the announcement, contributing to an overall 1.5% rally in the S&P 500. This upbeat market reaction indicates increased investor confidence, which could provide a short-term boost to the stock price. However, despite the initial surge, some analysts suggest that the stock remains in a bearish trend. In the long term, the success of this strategic shift will heavily depend on how effectively Intel can leverage its remaining stake in Altera and navigate the challenges within the semiconductor industry. The path forward involves not just immediate financial gains, but also broader strategic planning to revitalize Intel's market position. The implications of these moves could reshape investor sentiment, affecting stock performance over time as the company's new direction unfolds. Analyst ratings. On Tuesday, February 18, 2025, it was reported that Cantor Fitzgerald assigned Intel Corporation a neutral grade, recommending a hold action. On Friday, January 31st, 2025, Cowen and Company reported a hold grade for Intel Corporation, also suggesting a hold action. On Monday, December 2nd, 2024, Bernstein assigned a market perform grade to Intel Corporation, advising a hold action. On Thursday, October 17, 2024, Goldman Sachs reported a sell grade for Intel Corporation, recommending a hold action. On Thursday, October 3, 2024, Wedbush assigned an equal weight grade to Intel Corporation, also suggesting a hold action. Analysts have assigned Intel stock a general sell rating. They classify the price-to-earnings ratio as a strong sell and the price-to-book ratio as buy. Regarding return on investment, analysts evaluate the stock with a strong sell rating. The following signals have been identified for Intel. There are mixed signals in the stock today. The Intel stock reads a buy signal from the short-term moving average. However, the long-term average indicates a general sell signal. Since the long-term average is positioned above the short-term average, this creates a general sell signal for the stock, leading to a more negative forecast. If the stock experiences further gains, it will encounter resistance from the long-term moving average at $22.23. Conversely, if the stock declines, it will find support from the short-term average at $19.86. A breakthrough above the long-term average would generate another buy signal, while a drop below the short-term average would introduce an additional sell signal, reinforcing the overall negative signal. Additionally, there is currently a sell signal from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, also known as MACD. A buy signal was issued from a pivot bottom point on Tuesday, the 8th of April, 2025, and thus far, the stock has risen by 12.02%. Further increases are anticipated until a new top pivot point is identified. It is important to note that volume decreased during the last trading day despite the increase in prices, creating a divergence between volume and price that may serve as an early warning. Therefore, the stock should be monitored closely. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving average convergence divergence, sell signal. Pivots, buy signal 5 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal 42 days ago. Short-term moving average, buy signal 2 days ago. Long-term moving average, sell signal 13 days ago. The relation between the short and the long moving averages, buy signal 10 days ago. If we look at the 12-month chart, we see short moving average, sell signal 13 days ago. The long-term moving average, buy signal 9 days ago. The relation between the short and the long moving averages, buy signal 34 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you want to find more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for Intel. Intel finds support from accumulated volume at $19.85, and this level may present a buying opportunity as an upward reaction can be anticipated when the support is tested. This stock may experience significant movement during the day, indicating high volatility, and with a large prediction interval from the Bollinger Band, it is categorized as high risk. Over the last day, the stock fluctuated by $1.13 between its high and low, representing a change of 5.66%. For the past week, the stock has exhibited an average daily volatility of 11.91%. Before we dive into the potential trading levels for Intel, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, the price-to-earnings ratio, or PE ratio. This crucial ratio measures a company's current share price relative to its earnings per share. A negative PE ratio indicates that the company is experiencing negative earnings or is losing money. Even well-established companies can go through challenging periods, often due to factors beyond their control. However, consistently negative PE ratios may point to insufficient profits and potential bankruptcy risks. In other news, the next earnings report for the first quarter of 2025 is expected on April 24, 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates are at 1 cent per share. Keep an eye on these figures as they can significantly influence stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Intel. In the event of an upward trend, the first resistance level for Intel is at $22.43. If you do not own any shares, you may want to wait for this level to be surpassed before entering a position. For those who already hold the stock, this could be a level to consider for swing trading. On the downside, Intel encounters its first support level at $19.85. If this support level holds, it could present a good entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for Intel from multiple analyst sources is sell. Now, let's examine some recent insider trades. On March 28, 2025, Smith Gregory D. conducted an insider purchase of 1,596,213 shares of phantom stock units. On March 28, 2025, Ishraq Omar conducted an insider purchase of 1,376,046 shares of phantom stock units. On March 21, 2025, Tanlit Bu conducted an insider purchase of 1,043,406 shares of common stock. On March 18, 2025, Tanlit Bu conducted an insider purchase of 1,792,938 shares of employee stock options, also known as the right to buy. On March 18, 2025, Tanlit Bu conducted another insider purchase of 1,029,579 shares of employee stock options, or the right to buy. Based on the 100 most recent insider trades, we have calculated that the insider power is positive, with a ratio of 88.227. Overall, insiders purchased 7,739,026 shares and sold 425,423 shares in the last 100 trades. We currently hold a negative evaluation for this stock, and there is no stop loss established. Is Intel stock a good buy? Intel exhibits several negative indicators, and we believe it will continue to perform poorly over the next few days or weeks. Consequently, we maintain a negative outlook on this stock. After assessing the volatility and movements from the last trading day, our analysis suggests that the current price is undervalued. For trading on Tuesday, the 15th of April, we anticipate that Intel will open higher by approximately 15.7 cents, starting at a price of $20.47. We remind you that trading involves a significant risk of losing money, and it is advisable to consult with a financial advisor before making any decisions regarding the buying or selling of securities. You should not base your investment decisions solely on the information provided by StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? Please comment below and share your thoughts. What is your target for the stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day. With warm regards from all of us here at Stock Invest.